So during my time on this beautiful place we like to call the internet, I tend to fall down some 2000s rabbit holes, as you may know. And recently, I remember I came across this blast from the past.
Quest, whether you're looking for something casual and fun, an intimate encounter.
And it sent me. I haven't seen these things since I was a kid, like waking up in the middle of the night to Robot Chicken blasting out of the TV on Adult Swim. And it really got me wondering, what the hell even is this thing, and do people still use it? Well, apparently they do, because it's still around today. Seriously. And today, we're going to deep dive into all of it. The goofy commercials, the crazy stories, and the overall culture behind 2000s hookup lines. So today, everyone, please sit back as we look back on QuestChat. Alright, quick explainer so we're all on the same page. QuestChat is a phone-based chat line that launched back in 1988. Yeah, before the internet was even like a thing. You'd call a local number. They had a different one for pretty much every major city in the US. You'd record a quick voice greeting like,
"Feel the rush. Call QuestChat now."
Then start browsing other people's voice profiles. You could send voice messages, jump into live one-on-one chats, or just lurk in the group line. No typing, no swiping, just your actual voice. They later dropped a mobile app in 2012 that let you do the same thing but with photos and push notifications. But the core DNA has always been that phone line. Women chat for free, which is a smart marketing move, and guys get a free trial but then pay by the minute. Packages still run like 20 minutes for $9.99 or up to 420 minutes for $99. First-time male callers get 50% off their first pack with a credit card, but I mean, it's literally the same model since it started, even today. Pretty crazy. Now for the real star of the show, those late night commercials. If you grew up with basic cable in the 2000s, you know exactly what I'm talking about right now. The ones that would hit right after Aqua Teen Hunger Force on Adult Swim. Dim lighting, some attractive women lounging on a couch in lingerie with a phone in hand saying things like, "I won't mind you at the mall," or "Did like getting my attention at the gym? Call Quest." Or you had the guy one like, "Hey babe, Chad here, you lift?" And then it just cuts to a montage of men calling Quest.
"Hey, it's Jake. I'm into sailing, and I love to cook. Interested?"
With the voiceover going, "You choose who you connect with and how." I mean, these things are everywhere, and they worked. In 2012, QuestChat was claiming over 100,000 calls a day across 300 markets. That's kind of wild when you think about it. This was the pre-Tinder era. No apps, no Hinge, no Bumble. If you were bored, lonely, horny, or just wanted a real human voice at 2 a.m., you had to pick up the phone, baby. The commercials were so over the top, they became meme fuel even back then. People on forums were roasting them left and right, but the company leaned all the way into it. They even made a whole campaign called Uncle Bob in 2013, where the guy is making out with a girl, and they realize that they have the same uncle. Pretty sus.
Why do you have a photo of my Uncle Bob?
Your Uncle Bob. It's my Uncle Bob.
With the tagline being, "Talk first." Savage, dude. They knew their reputation, and they owned it.
And now, here's a word from our sponsor.
I don't want to get up, go to work, go outside in the cold, start the car. This shit sucks every morning.
Dude, enough already. Just drink some of this.
If you want to wake up and feel real clean energy like me, then go to Dubby.gg right now and use code SASKIAWorld for 10% off your order. They have cool flavors, all made with real caffeine extracted from coffee fruit. They have cool, totally leak-proof water bottles, and even a collab with popular anime Chainsaw Man. So, what are you waiting for? Go to W.GG and use code SaskiaWorld right now. But here's the big question. Does this thing actually work for anyone? Well, yeah, there are a few legit stories. My favorite one being Stan and Kelly from New Jersey and Dallas. Kelly was going through it in 2000. Her best friend was dying after a double lung transplant, so she hops on QuestChat looking for some laughs, and here's Stan's voice greeting. They started trading voicemails, then finally talk on the phone, and the connection was instant. Fast forward to Stan flying out, them meeting in person. He's there for her through her grief, and then decides to propose in a limo full of roses on Valentine's Day in 2001. And they get married the next year in 2002. And they're still together to this day, by the way. Running a hospitality business. An actual fairy tale ending. But then there's the other side. You know, the horror stories that make you go, yeah, that's why I was told to never talk to strangers online. Like in 2013, when a dude in Dallas decided to meet up with someone they just met through Quest at 4 a.m. They show up at his house, and surprise, turns out it's a group of armed men waiting to rob him. They strip his whole house, hold him at gunpoint, steal his stereo, phone, debit cards, even his Levi jacket he was wearing. But it's not just men scamming out here, as there have been multiple cases of teenage girls, some as young as 13 to 15, using the line because it has basically no verification process. Austin PD in 2010 busted a group of teen girls who were using Quest and even MySpace to meet guys, get them to leave their cars running, and then straight up just stealing their vehicles. And on the flip side of that though, one mom sued Quest in 2006 after her 15-year-old was by a 58-year-old guy she met on there. The company had been warned about these incidents and others, but still to this day has no age verification besides just saying you have to be 18. And the forum consensus in the mid-2000s was pretty brutal, with someone even saying they ended up with talking to a 700-pound tranny. It was like, Jesus dude, haven't heard that fucking slur in a while. Or the more simple, no one you actually want to meet ends up on these lines. In their defense, the company has always pushed safety tips on their site, like meet in public, don't share personal info, do your research, yada yada. But let's be real, the whole system was built on anonymity and impulse. That was the appeal and the risk. So here we are in 2026 and QuestChat is still kicking. Their website and app are up, still run the same model, but the traffic stats show monthly visits has dropped down hard, down like 64% recently. I mean, makes sense. We've got Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, Field, every flavor of dating app imaginable, plus video calls and voice notes built in. Why pay for a minute on a phone line when you can swipe for free? But here's the thing that hits me. Chat was basically the analog version of what we do now. Voice first dating before voice notes were cool. Real time, no filter, human connection when the internet was still new and scary. It was messy, risky, sometimes hilarious, and sometimes people found love, or sometimes, you know, you'd get a more scary story. It's easy to look back and clown on the cheesy commercials and the what were they thinking energy. But for a lot of people in the 2000s, especially if you worked weird hours or lived somewhere that like wasn't a huge city, this might have been your only chance at a girl in town. So yeah, would I call it today? No. I mean, I am also in a happy relationship, so. But I'm not mad it existed, to be honest. It's a perfect little time capsule of how we used to try to find each other before everything moved to our phones in a different kind of way. But what do you guys think? Did any of you or your older siblings or cousins use QuestChat? Let me know in the comments. Please drop some stories. I've seen some online that are funny, and I'd love to hear your guys' personal anecdotes with any of these kinds of dating things. And if you got a deep dive into this nostalgic rabbit hole like I did, make sure to like and subscribe so we can go over more together in the future. And remember, anything was special, it's just how you look at it. Peace out.
Even if I died, bitch, it wouldn't be the end of me. I don't have no friends, man, they all turn to my enemies. I can't tell you why, I don't have too many memories. And get your girl in line, I don't like what she been sending me. Man, fuck this shit, I just wanna be in the industry, really love this shit. I don't get why y'all ain't